Alright, welcome back to uh, another run of SnowRunner, I guess, is the best way for me to put it. Um, please don't fall. I think my cat just jolted awake, because it sounded like he almost fell. Yes, you cutie buttolty. Alright. I have a game plan, sort of. Which requires me to touch this thing. Because I realize while this is a relatively good starting vehicle, it is not good enough. So, what I'm gonna do is check to make sure I can put... Yeah. Okay. See, the GMC, it's a great starting vehicle. But I realized that in hard mode, I have to make harder decisions like this to decide what I can keep and what I cannot. So, I realized this, and I realized that I have to make harder choices like selling certain vehicles. And I do like this a whole lot, but it's just, until I get the four-wheel drive, it really lacks. And this, I'm sure, can make up for it plenty, because it's already got a snorkel and everything. So this, I am sadly going to sell. But that gives me enough money to do a couple things, and tempted to... How much do I get for that? 1,400. I'm tempted with this, because I shouldn't, so... But that should give me enough, like, wiggle room to actually do some stuff now, because I was worried about that last time. So, first of all, Chevy Kodiak. Yeah. It's gonna be worth it. Also, I now realize that getting rid of... Okay, so that's not really going to be useful either. I just now realized that getting rid of the GMC may have been a bad idea, because now I won't be able to get rid of the upgrades for it. But that's something that I'm willing to accept. And it's kind of the same with this. Because I've never had much luck with that truck. So that gives us a good amount of leeway. Now, I could just go into the store and find me a good off-road vehicle to buy. Never mind, I can't because I'm just flat broke. Wait, what about the... Oh. Okay, it's not available in North America. Okay. That makes sense. I can't even afford it. The Bandit's a really good vehicle, though. Oh, man. I'd love to see that. Actually, where is that vehicle? Where is... Nah, whatever. I wish it told you, like, what area to explore to find these vehicles. I know where to find that. That's in Alaska. Same with that piece of garbage, the BM17. That sucks. Yeah. But again, that should give me enough leeway, I should say, to actually get stuff done. Like, give me enough leeway to, first of all, recover this. Because I should have done that a while ago. Well, not a while ago. I haven't touched this since you last saw me stream, so. Alright. Spent money to do that. I don't exactly know. Yeah, there's not really a point in switching to the tall front facing because it's almost the same height. I will do a couple. I will make a couple expenditures because it is definitely going to be worth it to spend money on some things that I wasn't able to before. Like the crawler suspension, which I can live without for the time being. I'm gonna focus on the stuff that's important, like the repair parts. I forgot about that. Oh. Oh. I can't sadly drag myself to a fuel carrier or something. Okay. Yeah. I just don't know about the scout though. Like if I should keep it, if I should sell it. Eh. I shouldn't have sold the stock winch. Okay, I'm realizing that I shouldn't sell the stock stuff as soon as I... Yeah, okay. So the crawler suspension does let me get the big tires. Okay, I will do that then. Doesn't have snorkel. Oh, and it's got the expanded trunk. Okay. Cosmetics don't really matter, except for wheels, because... Yeah. Alright. So, this should be fine now. Oh, and it's got the... Okay. Okay. But yeah, that's a lot cheaper than doing than going to a gas station. But yeah. I'm only gonna worry about repairing cosmetics and stuff. And something else I need to figure out is how to actually properly, like, refill the parts, the supply parts and stuff. And honestly, I shouldn't have bought that other one. I don't like how that's... Yeah. I'd rather spend the money on these scouts, because these scouts are going to be really handy. Especially this one, real early on, because they can carry a bunch of fuel and repair parts. Repair points. Yeah. This game is really beautiful. I do appreciate the beauty of it. And I need to look up how old this game is, because it is an older game, but it still has relatively good graphics. Which is kind of rare, I think, for older, well, not for older games. Yeah, and I was thinking before, like, after that first time, if you start a normal save, after that first time you go around here, once you get the garage unlocked, you don't really ever worry about going around, because you can get a snorkel on a vehicle. But now I realize that's not the case. You kind of have to go around. If you go the route that I've taken, which I can almost guarantee this is not the most efficient route to go. Like purchases and money wise. Which is why I had to sell the GMC. But yeah, game plan. I, if I remember correctly, there's an upgrade around there, and I got the upgrade there, so that's fine. Also, I like how it gives you a general area to look in, but you can still see the stuff on the map. You can see one there, one there, one there, and one up there for the drilling spare parts. Missing oil tank. Which, do I find an off? Is there an off-road vehicle in Michigan? No, there's no off-road vehicle in Michigan, but there's P12 or the P16. the P16 and the twin steer. I'm trying so desperately to think of any other vehicles. Those of you watching on YouTube, what do you think is going to happen? You think I'm actually going to successfully be able to play this game? Or do you guys think I'm going to fail epically and not make it out of Michigan? Just wanted to double check something. Yeah, it's sad that this thing's struggling to get up the hill. Now, something that I don't like is that you can't refuel in the garage. Like, I feel like you should still be able to pay to refuel in the garage, but you just can't, which is kind of stupid and creates this situation where I have to travel all the way over here just to uh, refuel the Chevy, which I have half a mind to actually just sell the Chevy. Because, well, hmm, I might keep that one because I do know that there's another one. You see that? Tried to kill me. Where's this other Chevy though? It's down this way. Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll see about doing this this mission. No, I'll see about grabbing that other Chevy first, and that other CK 1500. I'll see about grabbing that first. Don't hurt me. Okay. Also, I thought about streaming this past weekend, but ended up having no motivation, or I just did other things that exhausted me. So that's kind of a struggle with me. And if I don't do like if I don't have like a consistent set schedule, then I end up just not doing stuff, which admittedly sucks. But I mean, there's not much I can actually do about it. Oh yeah, there's a rock slide or something this way, isn't there? Yeah. One vehicle I'd like to actually have in real life is the Scout 1500, or Scout 1500, the Chevy 1500, and I have a feeling that there is an upgrade back there, so I am going to
Turn it around and go over this way.
yeah, I should when I get the chance I should put the SnowRunner gearbox into this, since I'm gonna try and make this my primary scout vehicle. Alright. Because differential lock always being on is really nice. Because you'll just chug along and not have any issues. What was the point of that? Just to avoid that mud? Okay, I guess. We still end up in this mud. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, eh. I know I know for a fact that that's probably going to be too deep for this thing. Yeah. Service spare parts. That's easy. That's easy. I just got to get my other vehicle over here. Yeah. Where is the 1500 though? I can't remember where that is. Also, that's easy work too, because that's yeah. Man, my memory is shot. Uh, hmm. Unless I already found it and no, I didn't find it already. Yeah, and then yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna do this little quest thing now. I need to put the more powerful engine in here too. Yeah. Also, if you are wondering why I'm not getting achievements, it's because I already got a bunch of achievements from my main save. Yeah. Anyways, where do I want to jump down there? Right about here-ish. Gently, gently, gently. Gently. Do not flip, because I don't have the autonomous winch on here. Just thought about that, and I don't like that. Okay, and oh, man. Oh, wow. And this is why we have differential locks, kids. And this is why we also like having stronger engines. Part of me does wish that I started with the DLC vehicles, because that would have made it a lot easier, but it makes sense why I didn't start with them, because it would have made it a lot easier. Um, Anyways, look at that. Little Scout 800 pulling through. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull this to the road. Uh, Look for another fuel trailer along the way, over here with the International, and then from there, okay. Is there another fuel truck? Fuel truck, fuel truck. Fuel carrier trailer, that's mine. I mean, there's this one, but that's not mine. Hmm. Oh, I know. Also, that's something else. I did, I did try out the new game plus, or yeah, the new game plus thing, and something else I noticed is that it there's an option to where anytime you switch vehicles, you have to pay 500 bucks. If yeah, I think it was anytime you switch vehicles. It might have been just like from... No, it was anytime you switch vehicles from the map. Ow! That freaking hurt! But yeah, I'll take some extra fuel with me this time, and take this back out to do more exploration. Oh god, what is with... Okay. Now I've got plenty of fuel. Um, and before you say anything about, oh, you're stealing their fuel, how unethical. Well, excuse me for wanting to save money because this game's hard. Well, not because the game's hard, but because I'm playing the hard mode. Nope, that wasn't where I wanted to turn. Was it? No. I want to turn there. Also, something that I got to learn was that, well, not learn, but there on Alaska, there's a part of, um, with in the one area with the runway, at the very end, there is a way to jump vehicles off the end, and I decided to see which vehicle could go furthest off of that. Uh, and like if they landed on their wheels and could run, then I would let them go further. Um, so I used the Con 39, and I jumped off the edge, and I landed, and so I went into the water. I jumped several other vehicles like the P16 already. So I landed on the wheels, went into the water, and went as deep as I could go. Except here's the thing. I noticed that eventually it just started floating instead of just continuing to go down into the water. The scouts are small enough and light enough to where they will actually float in the water, which is crazy to me. But yeah, they'll just float in the water and just keep running. This is... Okay, it's right. But yeah, that is one issue with the Scout 800 is that it is it's short, so it can flip over easy. Front, not side to side, but like front to back. So you can flip over your front if you stop too hard, or if you just get too much tilt. Which is, that would be god awful, but hey, I mean, it's not like I could do much if that actually happened. Best I could hope for is that I'd put a autonomous winch on it before that happens. Actually, okay, yeah, okay, it's somewhere down in there. 86? I'm almost positive it is. Yeah, yeah, it's down in there. Um, the I'm talking about the Western Star thing. Can't remember what it is exactly. But hey, I mean, I need to stop talking like real like low and breathy and stuff because it probably doesn't sound too good. I need to talk full voice because if I don't, people ain't gonna hear me or they're gonna make fun of me and whatnot. And I mean, not that I'll care too much, but I don't want people to think of me as a joke. Probably still get famous, but I mean, who wants to be a joke? Comedians, I guess. I don't know. But nobody could ever take them seriously. Like, I don't know. It's just not me, you know? All right, that's this gotten. Okay, upgrade, and there's fixer upper, which I gotta repair it, and then I gotta haul it to the garage, I think, which is stupid, but. Yeah. Oh, and there's the Chevy, the other one, the one that I can sell. Okay, thinking. What am I thinking? I am thinking. I'm thinking that upgrade. Go down here, grab this watchtower. So I'll probably have to backtrack. No. I'll want to stay. I'll stay up on this, and then after that, I want to come back here, or I could just hit that with the Scout 800. That's always an option. Of course, probably a good idea to just go grab this and get this knocked out real quick. This thing's actually pretty quick. Now, the reason I kept this thing over the GMC is because this came with all-wheel drive and differential lock. If I wanted to get all-wheel drive on the GMC, I would have had to go to Kola Peninsula, take my chances there, and try and find, well, and find the upgrade, which on Kola Peninsula is a lot harder than it sounds. Would be worth it because then I could go get the hold up. Okay, I already did that. It might actually be worth it because I could get the Ford F-750, which is arguably one of the better scouts in the game. Or I could get the Tuz 16. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I could get that too. So that's always an option, but again, I'd have to actually find it, and I wouldn't have to repair it because it would already be fixed. But getting it back to the garage is another story. That mission machinery thing, part of me wonders if I could just grab any drilling spare parts and deliver them to the factory. I mean, there's nothing really stopping me other than a relatively long drive. The long drive. That's a decent game. Low quality graphics, but I mean, there was a lot of thought put into it. Part of me does wonder if I'll ever get to a point in hard mode, if I actually succeed and make it, if I'll ever get to a point where I either can't make any more money or um like because I've done all the missions and stuff, or if it'll just feel like playing the normal game because of how much stuff I have. I do genuinely wonder that. Also, I need to go through the off-road vehicles and figure out which one's the cheapest that I can get at this moment. And not like a small one either, like a decent sized one. I could go to Tamer, I hope I'm saying that right, Russia, and get the Taiga, but again, that would require me to have repair parts to move a vehicle over there and successfully tow the Taiga back to the shop, and then have enough cash to actually upgrade the Taiga. So, yeah. Ideally, I think I want to get vehicles that are free for right now, because free is for me. Refuel. And I'm still at a point where I have to also worry about having enough money to actually load cargo. I completely forgot about that. Yeah. Man, I'm so lonely. But that's okay. It's not a big deal. I'm sure everybody feels lonely at some point in their lives. And they just gotta figure out a way to surround themselves by people who at least pretend to enjoy their presence. And I know that sounds awful, but truth is, not everybody is going to enjoy your presence. So but I don't let that bother me. I don't. If people don't enjoy my presence, that's their problem, not mine. Because I am. I know I'm great the way I am. I don't know why I said that. Why I said all that, but it's the truth. That's actually one of the things I live by. People either like me or they don't. There's usually no in between, and I mean, I'm not going to change myself just to appeal to other people. Some people will like me, some people won't. That's just a way of life. But this is why I was willing to sell the GMC, because GMC probably couldn't have made it through all that. So I will admit that in my main save, I sold this and I kept the GMC, but I could have really done either thing. But here, the smartest thing to do was keep this and sell the GMC, along with selling the Kodiak. All right, 1,500 bucks. Nice. Now, I'm gonna take a chance and go grab this Chevy 1500. And I'm gonna do it very carefully, because I don't need to be falling off the side of the mountain with this thing and then have to recover both vehicles. But yeah, that's something else I do need to try and get pretty quick too. Is ooh, oh, wait a minute, get me out of here. Uh, it, oh, man, it would have helped if I had different lender lock on. Yes, I speak English. I think I blow English. All right. You know what I call this? I call this free money. Probably want to grab up this one, given these trees up here. Come on. You're pulling a vehicle that should weigh about half of what you weigh. But yeah. Woo! Game plan's working. Love that. Haven't done much of anything, but I've done a good amount. And selling this Chevy CK 1500 will give me a little bit more wiggle room, which is exactly what I need. Yeah, and recently while I've been playing this game, I've been comparing a lot to the old game, the original game, Spin Tires. Something that I do miss from Spin Tires is in Spin Tires you didn't just have three low gears, you also had three reverse gears as well. So like how you could whenever you have a more upgraded gearbox for most vehicles where you have low minus, low, like regular low, and low plus. Uh, Spin Tires had that, but it also had it for the reverse gear. The only thing I didn't like was that you actually had to use your mouse to shift the gears, which you can't even do that in this game. I mean, you can press the shift button and then move the gears, but it's just easier to use the arrow keys for that. Probably also want to siphon the fuel out of this Chevy CK 1500 because that is probably going to be really useful. Ah, that's what I should have done before I sold the Kodiak and the GMC. I should have siphoned the fuel out of them. Oh, well, I'm dumb. Oh well. Because $2 per liter does get expensive whenever you have like 300 liters. That's $600. Like for this truck to fill it up from empty, that would be $480, which I don't know if I could justify spending that much money. Which is why fuel trailers are going to be the best friend anybody can have in this game. And I know there's several on Island Lake. Hey, how's it going? That's funny. Said, how's it going? It's going pretty good. My game plan's working. I made a game plan. Uh, yeah. I usually stream about an hour and a half. Uh, I usually start streaming right about now, but I took the day off from work. Yeah, I have a regular job, pays the bills and everything, and this is kind of just a side thing that I decided to start up. Do streams after work and stuff. The occasional impression, except I haven't done any impressions yet. Yep. Uh, I've already had somebody offer me something like that. Plus, I don't think I'm actually ready to get something like that done yet. I'll think about it after I do the stream. What's I had a brain fart just then. Just completely forgot which button was to turn on the lights. Yeah. Just decided to start doing this every well, I was gonna do it every night, and then somebody told me that I didn't have to do it every night, and then I was like, yeah, it's kind of true, and then I didn't do it for one day, and then one day turned into 2 days, and then 2 days turned into three, and yeah, I kind of just felt like if I didn't do it soon, if I didn't do it again, at least tonight, I probably wouldn't do it again at all, which is not what I want after just getting started. Alright, show me that beautiful upgrade! Oh, that is ironic. I was just talking about how I shouldn't have sold it because I could get that upgrade. Oh, that is ironic. But, that's okay. You live and you learn. There totally should be a way to just sell stuff that you don't have a truck for without having to get the truck. Because that kind of seems absurd to me. Speaking of, I don't even know how long I've been streaming for. Oh, there it is.
Rocking and rolling, down to the beach of stone.
I don't know enough of that song to justify doing anything else. Why did I come this way? Ah, gotcha. Hey, rank 5, let's go. Alright, let's see. Any other upgrades? Nope. Oh, yo! Oh. Yep, gonna sell that as soon as I get it. How am I gonna get it, though? I forgot that it was even a thing. And it sucks, too. I think it's got either all-wheel drive or differential lock. One or the other. Doesn't have both. Alright. Guess I'll turn there. Go down here, which... Yeah, I'll grab that mission, but I probably won't do it. And then just continue along the beach until I get over here. And then get the upgrade. Well, thanks for stopping in anyways. You probably left by now. Man, you just can't find good people anymore. Nah, I'm joking. I just made a Yui. Yeah, I do need to figure out how to restock these things. And then I gotta get this curtain side trailer. Oh wait. Oh hey, look at that. Yeah. So I just start there, go there, go there, go there, and then go there. That wouldn't be too bad. Don't know if it's worth it though. Just 30 experience and $1,000. Well, it'd probably cost me more in fuel to do it. I don't know. Might be justified. Yeah, that's something else that I gotta say. You kind of have to pick and choose your battles. Ow. Eve. Why you gotta hurt me? if there's one scout that I wish I could start with, it would be the oh, the Tatarin, I think. I would like to be pulled to that tree, thank you. It's almost worth it to just drive off of the trails. What do I say? I say it and then I ignore it. Said it would be almost worth it to just drive off of the trails. And then I go onto the trail. Careful with the bouncy boy. There's a bouncing bouncy baby. Yeah, that checks out. Basic car horn. This is nice. Just a pleasant drive along the beach. Completely ignoring the road because the road friggin' sucks. I wonder if it's even possible to start out on any map, or if, like, you have to start out on Michigan because it has the easiest missions to do. And you get most of the upgrades for a lot of vehicles from Michigan, so that would actually make sense. Of course, I'm probably just talking to myself again, and this other person probably just came in to advertise their stream work stuff. Yo! Diff lock for this bad son of a gun. Nice! Nice, Harry. Okay. 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 This game really does have some beautiful scenes. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm not doing it anymore. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Yeah. I'm doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Yeah. Doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Yeah. Alright, fixing to throw the differential lock on this and turn this into a pretty solid scout. I mean, again, it's the starter scout, but it's solid. You get the snorkels pretty early on, while you get a tall one pretty early on. So it's like, yeah, it's actually worth using for a while. It's worth selling the other one, because you only need one. I do one. If I do this, and do. Can I? Oh, can't sell it. That's dumb. Then try to buy it. But yeah, the one that I unlocked on the map was this one, and oh, no, it doesn't even have one. It's just rear-wheel drive. No, man, I thought it was better than that. Honestly, in my opinion, that would be the best option because you can do without diff lock. Like, it's tough on like hills and on rocks and stuff, but as long as you have all-wheel drive, you would be fine. These other ones where it's just no all-wheel drive is just no. Wait, I can buy these? Figured I'd have to find them first, like the rest of these. Yeah, especially like the P16. P16 I gotta find. So why can't I buy the twin steer? Horn I get, because that's a DLC vehicle that you normally just spawn with. So see. I want this. This. If and when I can afford this, it's gonna be the king. Because all I'd need is this and this. The truck and this multi-purpose cargo module. And maybe the snorkels. But, I mean, the bigger engine would be nice too, along with the gearbox. But you don't need to change the tires. You don't need to change anything on it. But, yeah. $228,000. Yeah, they do rank 6 to unlock that. What can I say? No. Oh. No, like I said, I was gonna do that after the stream. Alright, what to do now? I know what to do. Oh, wait. I almost forgot that I had this. I had stuff for this. Hey, look at that. Diff lock. That's kind of free money, actually, upgrading to diff lock. Because I could sell the old one. Which is nice. Very nice. Yeah. Wish I had more people to talk to. Does that mean I wish I was more interesting? But I already thought I was interesting enough.
Whee!
Gliding around. Going around the corners. I figured it was wooden planks times two. I think it's this way that I want to go, right? Yeah. Get the upgrade. This is why we like differential lock. Alright, get this upgrade. For the truck that I don't want to unlock yet. Well, it'll be good to have that whenever the time comes, so guess I can't complain too much. Ow. Ow. I say ow as if I can feel that, but it just hurts my soul. Not really. What is this? Unlucky fisherman? Is that what this is? Yep. Knew it. Okay, let's see. I need... Okay. So what I'm gonna do is... I'm gonna... Might end stream soon. Earlier than I normally would. I'll do this one last mission. Get that bridge up and running. And then call it a night. Maybe, yeah. I just realized it's probably risky that this is my only bigger vehicle now. Because the two scouts probably aren't going to be heavy enough to pull it back over. Yeah, it'll be fine, probably. I love how those signs just pop up and fly off. Oh yeah, me and a friend did we played multiplayer and I had the brilliant idea of racing vehicles. Figure out which vehicles were the fastest because, well, I'll be honest, I like the P16 a lot, and well, it's not that I like it, but my friend was kind of bashing it pretty hard, a lot harder than uh he really needed to. So I was like, all right, let's race the P16 against the Avonhorn. And well, kind of found out that first of all, I was a better driver, and second of all, um, lag or uh, host versus client or something made it so that I was much faster. So yeah, yeah, it was pretty cool. Also, the reason it doesn't seem like much changes between streams and videos is because I don't actually touch this between streams and videos. I'll go back to my main save and play that. But this, I'll just leave the same because it almost feels like you can screw up at any second, and I don't want to, like, lose that pretty much. Yeah, well, not lose it. What I was trying to say is, like, I don't want to, like, be playing the game and then suddenly it just comes to an end because I make a mistake or something. So that's why I don't touch it between streams and videos. Makes sense when you think about it. When one little mistake could just be the entire reason that the thing just ends. Yeah. Making my way downtown, driving fast. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Oh yeah, and something else. Uh, Another big difference between spin tires and SnowRunner that I've noticed is that the trees and spin tires they seem a lot harder to actually like break down, like the big trees. Uh, because in spin tires you have to be going really, really fast. Like heavy vehicles, you crash head on into a tree, the tree tanks it and it's like, okay, what's up? Um, but in this game, you hit a tree with a heavy vehicle, that tree goes down. Like the Mastodon, I think, the big vehicle I looked at in the store. That'll take down every tree pretty much, as long as it's going as fast as it can, which is not that fast. Yeah, just crazy. And she's done. 2,200 bucks. Minus 300, so that's like 1,900 bucks that I earned from that. Is there a... Ah, that's what I'm looking for. Uh... H. What? Oh, I can't go super far away. Oh, what do we think? Yeah, there we go. Getting a little snapshot for uh the, the thumbnail on YouTube. Anyways, I think that's gonna be it for today. Did I don't know how much progress this actually is, but I think it's a relatively decent amount of progress. But yeah, thanks to everybody who watches in future, because I know nobody's watching right now. And yeah, hope you all tune in next time. Peace out.